For today's headlines, Audit NGCP, COA ask. IEMOP ready for Pacquiao. Duterte likens Trillanes to Pacquiao. Wind human error eyed in C-130 crash. SMC to collect toll fees for Skyway 3 starting Monday. Myanmar's Suu Kyi vaccinated versus COVID-19. No pressure on Yulo. Habagat affecting sections of Luzon and Visayas. Good morning, I am Sandy Locos and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Today is Wednesday, July 7, and now the news. There's a big possibility that President Rodrigo Duterte will subject the National Grid Corporation of the Philippines to a regulatory audit by the Commission on Audit. It is to scrutinize the entertainment fund of NGCP, now ballooning to 4.4 billion pesos, that may have been shouldered by consumers over the past decades, Tribune sources claimed. During the weekly digital show Straight Talk of Daily Tribune, Energy Assistant Secretary Gerardo Erguisa Jr. disclosed that they have received a letter coming from the National Association of Electricity Consumers for Reforms Incorporated President Petronilo Ilagan, requesting the President to command the Energy Regulatory Commission and the COA to look at the NGCP's use of its revenues. Ilagan was pertaining to a Supreme Court decision ordering ERC to review the unbundled rates of Meralco to ensure that consumers pay in the least cost manner. Erguisa added that the DOE supports the regulatory review as the mandate of the DOE is to see that the interest of the consumers is protected. Officials of the Independent Electricity Market Operator of the Philippines on Tuesday expressed willingness to face Senator Manny Pacquiao to clear his allegations of malfeasance against the sole electricity stock market operator in the country. Pacquiao's charges are believed to have stemmed from his rivalry from Energy Secretary Alfonso Cusi, the PDP Laban Vice Chair, who has gained leadership of the party with the blessings from party chair President Rodrigo Duterte. The octuple boxing champion is the acting PDP Laban president, but he does not seem to have a big enough clout to sway party decisions, and this may tell on his plan to lead the party as its presidential candidate on the May 2022 national elections. In an exclusive interview with Daily Tribune's Straight Talk, IEMOP spokesperson Andrea May Caguete aired a wish to talk to Pacquiao in order to set things straight about their presence in the country's energy industry. Last July 2, Pacquiao alleged that IEMOP received half a cent for every kilowatt-hour paid by every Filipino consumer when it entered the energy industry as a sole electricity market operator in the country, a small company that turned into a multi-billion peso firm. President Rodrigo Duterte on Tuesday night slammed former Senator Antonio Trillanes IV as he accused him and Senator Manny Pacquiao of both rearing to hold power in the government. Trillanes has accused Duterte and Senator Bongo of committing plunder amounting to 6.6 billion peso over government contracts won by the construction firm owned by the senator's father. Presidential spokesperson Secretary Harry Roque said Trillanes' allegation was old news, noting that the former lawmaker merely reiterated his questions on the 6.6 billion peso government contracts that were awarded to firms owned by Senator Go's father and half-brother. Roque criticized Trillanes for supposedly accusing Duterte and Go of plunder without evidence, other than the reports from the Philippine Center of Investigative Journalism and online news site Rappler. Trillanes cited documents from the Department of Trade and Industry as well as the Commission of Audit showing that the construction firms of Go's father and half-brother acquired hundreds of government projects. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders. Military investigators are looking into the possibility that a combination of unfavorable wind and human error caused the deadly crash of an Air Force C-130 plane in Sulu over the weekend, Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana said. This, as more of the 50 soldiers who died in Sunday's crash are being identified. In a message to reporters, Lorenzana said, however, that the information was still not final. Meanwhile, the Air Force denied speculations that the ill-fated C-130 plane was overloaded. The PAF disclosed that 12 of its personnel were on board the plane, along with 84 Army troopers. Of the 12, 3 were pilots, 5 were crew members, 3 or SC-7 or Civil Military Operations members, and 1 was passenger. In other news, San Miguel Corporation announced that it will start collecting toll fees on Skyway Stage 3 starting Monday, nearly 7 months after providing free use of the elevated expressway to the public. SMC added it will use a revised toll fee matrix that is lower than the original proposed toll fees, particularly for motorists traveling shorter distances. The Toll Regulatory Board recently issued a toll operating permit and a notice to start collecting toll fees to SMC for the 18-kilometer Skyway 3. According to SMC, the revised toll fee matrix, as approved by the TRB, takes into consideration the COVID-19 pandemic, its impact on the economy, and the Filipino people. It added that toll fee collection will enable the company to ensure continued efficient operations, maintenance, and safe driving conditions on the elevated expressway. The firm said it will announce the final approved rates prior to the start of toll collection. Ousted Myanmar leader Aung San Suu Kyi and her personal staff have been fully vaccinated against COVID-19 since being taken into military custody, her lawyer said on Tuesday as the country battles a spike in cases. Suu Kyi has been all but invisible since being detained by the military in February, with a handful of court appearances in a special court in Naypyidaw, her only link to the outside world. Coronavirus infections are rising sharply in Myanmar, with authorities reporting almost 3,000 cases on Monday, up from around 100 per day in early June. The impoverished country of 54 million is rushing to secure more vaccines after receiving 1.5 million doses from India and 500,000 from China earlier this year. She did not give details on when Suu Kyi who is believed to have received a first dose before her government was deposed, had received the jab or what vaccine she was given. Around 10 people are thought to be living with the Nobel laureate, 76, in the house she is being held in, including personal guards and cooks. We will be back. Stay with us.
Manong Joe po!
At Ate Maita,
Matapos ang magkasunod na buwang pagbaba, bagyang tumaas ang overall electricity rates ng halos 9 centavos per kilowatt hour ngayong buwan. At paalala lang po, maging energy efficient po tayo.
lalo pag mainit. Dahil mas hirap ang appliances at mas makonsumo. Buti may bright ideas tayo na based sa Meralco Power Lab tests. Engineer Alfred?
Alam nyo ba, ang lumang aircon, mas mataas ang konsumo. Up to 682 pesos ang dagdag kada buwan kumpara sa bago. Mas energy efficient kasi ang technology ng bagong aircons. At kung inverter, pwedeng lampas 1,000 pesos ang savings per month. Piliin din yung may horsepower na sakto sa laki ng kwarto. Kung hindi, halos 1,000 ang extra gastos buwan-buwan.
Sundan ang tips na to. And visit our website para
You have the power this summer.
In sports, Carlos Yulo will be the first athlete to plunge into action in the Tokyo Olympics. But Gymnastics Association of the Philippines President Cynthia Carrion hopes that he marches the battle without any pressure of winning. Carrion yesterday said she believes that there would be a handful of contenders who are capable of winning the country's first Olympic gold medal when the Summer Games open on July 23. With that, there should be no pressure on the 21-year-old Yulo, who will be coming in as the gymnast to watch after emerging as world champion in 2018. Aside from Yulo, other top contenders for the country are Olympic silver medalist Heidelin Diaz, US Women's Open champion Yuka Saso, and world-class EJ Obiena of athletics. Yulo booked his Olympic ticket in 2019 after ruling the men's individual all-around event of the 49th FIG Artistic Gymnastics World Championships in Stuttgart, Germany. Weather Bureau Pag-asa on Wednesday said, southwest monsoon is currently affecting sections of Luzon and Visayas. Pag-asa added that Metro Manila, Calabarzon, Mimaropa, Western and Central Visayas, Zambales, and Bataan will have cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms. It added that the rest of the country will experience partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. Temperature will range from 25.8 degrees Celsius to 31.8 degrees Celsius. And that wraps up the stories this morning. Catch the latest news on our website tribune.net.ph and follow us on Facebook, and before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store, the Department of Tourism, Araneta Center, and Alan Lin, Council Member of Overseas Community Affairs, Republic of China. Again, this is Sandy Locos and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good morning and have a nice day.